GM, we are live, and my God, what a show we have here. Special guest, Pat. You know him from the Fantasy Dog Pound. Pat, thanks so much for coming in, hanging out today.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate it. Talk a little ball, drink a little coffee, and well, let's get this underway. How many
Yeah.
drafts do you have so far from day one?
In the for this week's slate, not that many. I have 8 of the Dog Bowls and 5 of the non. So I have not gotten in the
Nice.
BR volume I'd hoped. And actually, I realized one of those Dog Bowls was a playbook. So 7 Dog
Hey,
Bowls. How
yeah,
about you? I know I saw you in the DBQ streets last night.
yeah. I was honestly just trying to sneak a couple early ones. I haven't really attacked it much. I've only done one other slate of dog bowls, but
Yeah.
just the advantage of like, why is Lamar going at 5 this week? Why are the QBs pushed up? So I was just trying to sneak in there and get like a top 5 pick, and I did 2 and got 6 both times. So and no one went early QB, obviously. But in
Yeah.
some of those rooms, someone that isn't as in tuned was going to be making the mistake taking Lamar at 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because they come over from the playbook, the 12-person drafts, and they have just like the weirdest ADPs from there. The quarterbacks are always like jammed up. You'll see like Herbert was a first-round pick. Made no sense. Sometimes you'll get like high volume dog bowl drafters like chain enter them and they like auto. So you'll see someone, I'm like, I don't think you would be taking Lamar at 5. Like I know you, and that was not.
Yeah, a
So
little smoke screen.
yeah. Yeah, let's
Wait till
keep
you
this
see the
ADP
smoke
up.
screens the week of the dog bowl.
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna be in those practice drafts, and no one's gonna be picking the players they want. It's like
I know.
it's pretty funny. It's
Like
pretty
we all
funny.
don't notice, like
Yeah.
this week, Woody Marks had like an insane ADP, and it was just like, oh, who's gonna take him in the 40s? It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well there you go. So now he keeps pushing up. So yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some stuff like that, a little bit of gamesmanship going. But let me say good morning to everyone. Chris, GM, hey, appreciate you so much, Chris. Thanks for coming in. Joel, GM, likewise. Lee, 121503. Chris, I agree. Just pulling for a different chat. Well, if we'll figure it out there, but truly, you are the current leader in the clubhouse of when people say Chad, they're definitely talking about Mr. Chad Maskey, yourself over there. Steven, GM, everyone, and Chad. Hopefully that one's to me at least. Chris, as long as you subscribe to the channel, hit the like, we're good. Appreciate you again, Chris. Gunnar Ross, GM, Mike Robb. Lots of good versus evil energy been giving off. Great to have two. Well, first of all, it's Fantasy Dog Pound. For those of you who don't know, he tends to stream in the late evening. Awesome stuff over the summer, especially if you're getting into the best ball streets. If you don't sub to the Fantasy Dog Pound, you should. They also have a fantastic Discord. You should consider spending some time in there because they're good folks there. The link to Fantasy Dog Pound's stream should be in the description here. Absolutely give the man a sub if you don't already. But I imagine most people here are well aware of Pat. And again, appreciate you so much for coming in and joining this morning. Brian the Goober, another great streamer over on G for Gumby's channel. Appreciate you. GM to you, Brian. Jake, good morning as always. Likewise, Terrence. It is a good combo. It's a good combo, and I'm so pumped to have Pat on. Pat was one of the first, places I started consuming content for.
Oh shit.
For
I'm sorry.
No, for BBM. Yeah, when I was first getting my feet wet in the heady days of like best ball.
Yeah.
What is this thing? You mean all I have to do is draft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Pretty awesome. Chris. All right, good. Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Chad over there. Oh, I don't need to pull up your comments. You're on the stream with me. Smooth Criminal, GM to you. Pounders in the house. Yes. I guess I should have. I didn't want to steal your bit and open with Pounders, but it would have been solid. And Emo Cowboy, GM to you. What's up, my dudes? So Pat, you want to just get rocking and rolling in one? We can let's start on a little six person BR.
Absolutely. Going a little cold turkey here. No, I did my one this morning. We're good. We're good.
Awesome. Yeah, sometimes I try to join them. Oh, go ahead.
What's your volume been like for since you won? How are you attacking the slates? How many main slates are you doing? Are you hitting the 3 entry max, the 5 entry max, all those?
Yeah, I definitely try to hit the 3 and 5 entry stuff as much as I can, but sometimes like they're tough to fill until Sunday, and then I get really busy on Sunday, so I don't get the volume down that I want. Like I want to max the third and long and the fullback dive, the 3 and 5 entry ones, and
Right.
the Deposit Kingdom contest. And then sometimes I'm like, why do I only have 2 entries in these? But I've been trying to do that. Last week I didn't get a ton of volume in the 6-person BRs, but trying to get a lot more of that. For Dawg Bowls, it's been between like 30 and 40 most weeks. I said I was going to go down after I qualified, and then I haven't. Mostly because I really like drafting them so much.
Hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Well,
How
they
about
test
yourself?
your
What have you been
limits. They test your limits a little more, right? And it's nice to dive into a deeper player pool when you feel like you have an edge as well.
Yeah.
I will say that the 12-mans, I think Underdog would be actually pretty successful if they release some battle royale type drafts, but for 12-man that paid more than, there's a smaller one, but
Yeah. The squib, but it's like a $3 tournament. And it's like,
yeah, right.
That's
It's a warm up. It's a warm up for Dawg Bowl. Like that's what that is. But yeah, it's I like the 12-man because you are diving into a deeper player pool, and it makes it even more important to draft on Monday.
Yep.
Because all the sharps haven't hit it yet. The ADPs haven't updated, but yeah, I'm Puka here. This is like the cutoff.
Here? Okay.
Yeah, it really does feel like a top 5 type week.
I guess for me, I'm Jacobs. I was like a little leery on going into last night, and I'll be honest, I fell asleep in the 4th quarter, so I missed the end.
He got his touchdown. This is McBride or Rice. Rice has been rising up, but McBride maybe a positional
tight end. I'll take McBride here. For me, tight end. If we just look at it, it's pretty grim.
Positional advantage.
I like Kittle a lot this week. I've been doing some Kittle Purdy stuff in Dawg Bowls. I kind of like that. Kittle or Purdy tends to be free at the end.
Dude. I need Purdy to play this week. I need Purdy to my team that's in 240th in BBM has Kyler, Daniel Jones, and Purdy. I need Purdy.
You need Purdy something fierce there. Yeah, it's been weird because I'm like, I thought he was going to play 2 weeks ago, and now it's like, oh, and he keeps practicing. Like, what are these limited practices? What does he do? Like, what are they counting as limited?
I know. It's just the NFL, dude. They just refuse to tell you what's actually going on. Yeah.
He hates us. He hates us so much. Hey, Gunnar Ross took down the full court press. First NBA win. Congrats.
Sick.
That is sick, man. That's so cool. GM and Xwall, appreciate you coming in. And yeah, congrats again, Gunnar Ross from Chris. I think here if Lamar is there, I take him. I don't know where you're at on that. Let me see. Okay. Nope. I thought I could rename the draft. So we did not get Lamar.
Yeah, Lad, Kyron sort of stick out. T. Higgs potentially as well.
For me, I think I'm Lad, but I'm open to either. I don't know if I don't love the Kyron and Puka together in the big BR.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They can
against Seattle's a little iffy. That Seattle game was crazy.
Yeah.
They put up 40 something points, and I look at the stat line at the end, I'm like, man, Sam Darnold must have crushed it today.
Just like
had 1 touchdown.
So, are you any of these running backs, or do we take Herbert here?
I think Warren at pick 20. I'm not going to have a ton of Warren, but this matchup, I think, should at least have a couple shares.
Thank you for doing that, because I'm gonna end up with like no Warren. And
I hear that.
I'm gonna look at he's gonna be like, oh yeah, he has 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, why do I have none
at
of this
halftime?
Guy?
No, I agree. It's this one is like we have to change all priors and be like, okay, we're playing the Bengals. We're playing the Bengals.
I know, and I want to get fancy, right? Like, I like Woody Marks. I think that's fun. I like Vidal. Like, these guys are not getting 100% drafted. I think they're scrolls. I am pretty into. I'll be interested to see what the field does with RJ Harvey, because it sounds like Dobbins is out.
Yeah.
But do we really trust Peyton to give Harvey like What do we really think
You
that's
just
gonna?
want 4. You want like 14 touches.
Yeah,
You want like 14 touches.
yeah. So I think he's definitely someone to get to in the 12 persons, but I mean, he gets drafted every time now, but in the 6 persons, he's kind of on the edge for me. Um, so, all right, so we got Warren, Puka, Lad McConkey, and Trey McBride. We missed out on Herbert. We still probably should take I would assume we want to go running back here, but I'm also open to 3 wide receiver if we want to do that.
We could go T. Higgs with the Warren bring back.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do mostly 3 running backs. So 2 running backs. So I don't mind doing that. And then as far as quarterback, do we want to do Staffy or Flacco?
You could hit Staffy, Flacco, or Brissett if you're feeling real froggy.
I don't think I'm feeling that froggy. All right, let's do T. This seems fun. I don't know that we need to do Flacco just to overstack it, but he'll also be like, I'll put Flacco in the queue because he's going to be, I guess not that much less owned. I was expecting them to scroll for Flacco, and there he was.
Yeah, right. Did Flacco play Pittsburgh already this year? I think he may have.
Yes.
Yeah, and he slayed him.
Yes.
Hard to do it twice, but
yeah, it's so hard to glean anything from that Seattle game. It had like the longest garbage time in like in
so
years.
stupid.
So dumb.
I could not believe. So like I'll let you make this pick.
I'm gonna just take Stafford, I think.
Sounds good.
I mean, if you want to get like vibes, this is a vibes-based show, by the way. Like, this is not the most spreadsheet heavy. I think they want Stafford to make a run at MVP. So I feel like, if they can get him the passing touchdowns, like, I don't know. Sometimes you see teams put the thumb on the scale the same way Jonathan Taylor. I think they want him.
He's ahead of JT. Last time I checked, he's ahead of JT for the running of MVP. That's how much of a quarterback,
like, what is he? What do you have to do? Like, they just like just call it quarterback of the year. Stop calling it MVP.
Staffy's ahead of JT, which is just so funny.
Just bonkers.
So
just absolutely bonkers. But yeah, this is actually a pretty solid room here. Buster's boys. He's a pretty high volume drafter. You'll see him in a ton of rooms.
Yeah.
Kind of just take a look at what some of these other guys are doing. Aaron Jones, interesting click. I don't think he's 100% drafted in these. Oronde Gadsden, we could see him rise. I was worried that it was some knee injury, and
right now,
now he's day to day.
In his like quad or something.
Yeah, it's just like a quad.
Not a knee.
No, it's just a quad bruise, or contusion if you want to use the medical lingo. But yeah, it sounds like it's nothing serious. So we could definitely see Gadsden rise around or so in these. Down money. He's Mike Robin here. He hangs out. Good dude over there. Like the team that he put together. Likewise, J-Dubs is Mr. Worth. Yep. Solid teams all around. For the audio listeners, this team ended up being Puka, McBride, Ladd, Warren, T. Higgins, and Matt Stafford. Yeah, I like the team. I feel like we're cooking already here.
One in the tank.
One in the tank. Question for you. Do you have a live Elim team going?
No. My last 4 teams all put up over 135 and went out the door. But I made it a lot further than I was supposed to. And I was just happy with the overall strategy and process. Really happy with it. I only did 51.
I did 47. We middled it. Yeah. We're in the same boat. My last team went out 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So I hit the like $200 payout in that one. So I kind of close to breaking even with all the other ones added up. But it was I'm like, I feel like you either got to max it or you got to do like 1 or 0.
I know. I had we were so live. It was the last game. Obviously, it's like Rice. I need him to basically not get in the end zone, and like Casey was up a shit ton, and Patty 4th quarter to Rice just put the game away, put me away. But it was It was a battle. It was the guy had 2 running backs active, and one of them was Harvey, and it was Harvey's
Oh
3
no.
touchdown week, bro.
The 6 touches and 3 touchdown week. That is a terrible way to go out.
Like, no way. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It was a
Yeah,
fun. Such a cool contest though.
it
Such a
is.
cool contest.
It is.
Shout out to Drew. TB Bucks still has a team live.
Gosh, love that. Love that. Yeah, Coxer says GM Chatham Pounders. Like, I mean, the Pounders takeover is happening here. Nico Collins week, says Terrence.
Let's get
GM
Stroud
Chatham
back, please.
What's that?
I said, let's get Stroud back, please. I have a little Nico Stroud Schultzy team in Dawg Bowl.
Yeah, Collins was a bad blind spot for me. I forgot that like Davis Mills might just throw him the ball every time. I was like, I'm not clicking Nico Collins, and I'm like, I took Garrett Wilson. That was bad. That's absolutely terrible. I wish 1/8 of my Garrett Wilson teams were Nico.
Oh
teams.
Shit!
Yeah, okay. Terrible.
It's okay.
I wish I could just go with a straight face and be like, oh well, he got hurt, so maybe it would have panned out. It's like, no, it was a terrible click. It was a terrible click, and then he got hurt. Chris, how far should Nico fall next year's BBM?
He's not going that far.
Yeah, I feel like
you'll see Nico in the second.
We will forget the early season if this continues here. Hey, Hartman, GM to you. Terrence, running backs pushed up weak incoming class. Nico, late second rounder. Yeah, I could see that. Mid to late second, it says Gunnar Ross, unless he crushes rest of season 1-2 turn. Yeah. I feel like they have a really good playoff schedule, if I remember from the BBM days. Like, I think they're all in a dome. I think they have 3 dome games, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris says out at the 1-2 turn. Gunnar Ross got his limbs through. A GM Danny 064, appreciate you coming in, hanging out. And Lee 121503 got one alive. Have to survive JT's buys. Hope to match another JT team. Yeah, I think I saw a stat. Half the teams left have JT, something like that.
I believe it.
I truly hope you are against a fellow Jonathan Taylor drafter. But crazy stuff. Yeah. Crazy stuff. It's awesome to have a sweat, because man, now it is sweaty. Thousands of dollars for a heads up.
I know. It very, very, very cool to have one team left in the fight.
Super cool.
At least some have 2.
Yeah. So do you want to hop in a Dawg Bowl?
Yeah, let's send it. All
right, let's do it. All right, waiting for 6. Waiting for 6 if anyone wants to get in. Let me use this chance.
Yeah, we should be able to fill it.
To update the to do the timestamps, because I'm very bad at this, but I do want to keep
really. You go timestamps while in the video. That's pro move.
No, it's not, because
that's a pro move.
It's got to be the worst video, because it's just me like making the typing face and typing. Yeah, but I do think it kind of helps if for people that watch after.
So do we got a whiteboard in the back? Is that what's over your right shoulder?
No, that is a piece of art that my wife made.
Do not write on that. Do not write on that.
I'll be in a lot of trouble.
It's just got all your QB wide receiver combinations on there.
Yeah, I need to see it in the reflection. It's like the wrist board for the wristlet for the QBs. Oh, we got the 2-hole. We got rewarded here. So big question is, are you just Puka or Bijan here? And I think it's Puka.
I think we let J-Dubs. We'll talk about it after. J-Dubs is lurking right now.
I know J-Dubs is like, all right.
I'll hit you in the private though.
All right. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to, because we've got a lot of friends and family. We got Mr. Worth at the 1, Coxer at the 4, Gunnar Ross at the 5. Dave comes by occasionally. Dave's a real good dude there. He's in at the 6. Tubins, he's got 2 seats. He's got him for 3 at the 8. Ingle X the 9, and Chad Matchkey himself at the 12. So my God.
I don't know if you agree with that.
Brutal room. I do. I am with you. So CMC goes, we will take Puka here at the 2. Pretty cool stuff there. Yeah, I think for me, especially with Devontae Adams, he had that back injury. If he doesn't play, I feel like 18 targets are live for
Oh,
Puka
right,
Nacua.
right,
Like,
right. You're looking at 14 plus.
yeah, like there may simply not be a ceiling. Obviously game script, whatever. Like they could, but man, it could just be crazy stuff for Puka. And even if Adams is in, I like him there.
Right, right.
So uh Lee, I appreciate the timestamps too
Yeah.
much to snipe, plus I'm on the other side of the board. Well, I appreciate that.
So
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, this is exactly kind of what I was alluding to in the private. Is like wide receiver seems to fall off faster than running back on this specific slate. So now you
Yeah.
see Bijan actually go at 5 and then that 6 spot blows. You're just wrong no matter what you do, in my opinion. 6 feels bad.
I think we're just on opposite sides of the Jacoby Myers fence here, because I feel like against the Giants,
Yeah,
and
you
with
like.
that workload.
I know. It's like when are the touchdowns? You just keep betting against the touchdowns, right? And he's scored a touchdown in every game, I think, besides one. it's
Yeah.
it's lunacy to bet against it right now.
Yeah, I just don't. It's like don't watch because unless you really enjoy like 3.5 yards a carry,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
an offense that's infuriating. Because not only are you watching for Jacobs, you're like watching for their like rotation of wide receivers that makes no sense to anybody.
Oh my god.
They are
Yeah. No, it's hard. Green Bay's a
brutal,
mess.
brutal to watch.
If I see one more target to Bo Melton.
Like, isn't he a corner? Like, didn't we move him so we so we didn't have to deal with this anymore? But no,
Yeah, it looks bad.
it
Looks
does.
bad.
Yeah, it's it is crazy because I was a little bit of a Jordan Love stan. I think I have a fair.
Mm.
I'm a little bit over market in him, and I'm like, this
It
sucks.
was, it was a little bit of a meme in my chat over the summer when I mentioned like, "Hey, Siwat's going to be back around like week 10," and like, isn't that a reason to, maybe just maybe if Golden isn't who we think he could be? It's like you have someone coming back towards the end
Yeah.
of the season. Of course, it's like Siwat. He'll probably get hurt in 3 plays.
Right,
Like
right.
his hamstring will probably pop. So it's kind of a meme, but I can't believe it's actually happening.
It's actually happening.
It's kind of disgusting.
Well, I feel like Christian Watson got the best run out because like he couldn't get more hurt for 10 weeks, and now
Yeah.
he's probably going to be healthy for 5 or 6 weeks. Like this is it. Like, he's
Right.
he was safely ensconced on the bench, just getting healthier, and now But yeah, I have none of him. I was like, there's no way he comes back this quickly, and now I'm like, I wish I had a little.
I have one share, I think, in pre and one in post.
Yeah,
NFL
he
draft.
was just stone free. But yeah, that's I have a lot of Matthew Golden. I wanted to believe that. I mean, they never take the Packers famously never took wide receivers in the first round. It was one of the things that irked Aaron Rodgers a ton, when he was there. And then they finally do. I'm like, oh, wheels up. They're gonna love this guy. It was just like instant buyer's remorse.
Well, even with injuries to the wide receiver core before the season started, like Golden was looking like an eliminator play as well for the early season. Like, oh, his volume's gonna be there. Yeah. It was just never there.
No, not at all. There were definitely some like ball knowers who were just like, he's not actually that good. It wasn't just like the kind of phony.
Well, it's very easy to go back and be like, oh, his college production isn't there. Like, how do we think he was going to do that as a rookie? And that was sort of some of my reservation.
Yeah. But... All right. We're coming up here.
Oh, Kittle goes.
I'm pretty into here.
Yeah. DK Higgs, like one of those seems good lockup, or Rome. One of those 3. If there's if you like any of those 3, then we can go something different.
I like all of those guys. Maybe let's go Rome. Let's go Rome here, and then we'll see what
he was the easiest pick on last week's slate. The easiest pick. Like, oh, everyone's off of Rome this week. Oh, thank you. 5th round Rome. He goes DK Higgs.
Okay. Do we go running back here?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, Quinshon Judkins is getting 20 plus carries a game. It's just a matter of can they keep this close enough that
Mhm.
he's going to be part of the game plan in the
For me,
run?
it's Judkins or Brown. You seem to be Judkins, so we'll go Judkins on this
Yeah,
one. Okay,
it's.
that's fine.
I mean, let's just hope that Cleveland can not be blown out by 3 scores by the third quarter.
Those division game, I don't know. I feel like division game that game I feel like is closer than maybe some people think. I'm fine with Judkins there. Again, this is one of the things I'm very glad to have you on, because I would just reflexively just take Chase Brown like every time there, and I need to like not not do that. Like we were taking Judkins in the first round. Now he's a 2-3 turn guy. Yes, the matchup
Mhm.
is perceived to be worse, but
Yeah.
Ravens defense is not like that great. So I don't know. The volume is there. He did come off the field and like all the passing down stuff. Like Samson worked in an annoying amount. Um, you know, he doesn't get the pass catching stuff, which could be bad in this game. But again, anytime they're near the goal line, it's going to be Judkins.
Hell yeah. It's only 8.5 points
Yeah.
that Cleveland's getting. So it's not like, yeah, sure, multi-score, but it's not like we're talking like 13.5.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Yeah.
I like that for sure. Hopefully we get something coming back to us in the
Yeah.
This is a brutal room here. So Chase Brown, he makes it all the way to 32 over to Tubin. So interesting to see Vidal flipped him there, but not surprising. Vidal was one of those guys that had the kind of like fake ADP in the 50s from the playbook era that has been rising quite a bit as these drafts, more and more of these drafts come. But yeah, seeing him up at 30. Woody Marks, he's the other guy that you used to be able to get for stone free, or not free, but he was, again, fake ADP of the 50s.
Yeah.
RJ Harvey, same thing. So all of the so-called value here is not there. Like Ingle X, Woody Marks, his ADP was like 50. Or excuse me, 45. That's not true.
They were all free yesterday. They were all free.
The thing is, though, is I think that was, again, I don't think people in Dawg Bowls were getting Woody Marks in the 50s. I think the latest I saw them was in like the 40s. So I don't think there's really round 5 marks in these. But maybe none of the rooms I was in, he was actually getting that far.
And it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter too much.
What's that?
It wouldn't matter too much. It's only a handful of teams, right? And some of those teams, like some people are leaning into Bucky yesterday, and then you get the news yesterday, like unlikely to play, right? So now he's falling, but it hasn't updated his ADP yet.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, the Bucky stuff's been so weird.
I know.
I don't know if you saw when he first got hurt, he posted a story on Instagram that basically sounded like he was dead. Like it was the most hyper bearish thing. It was like there was a lot of like references to like I don't know. I need to I need to find it, because it was just like I was like, oh man, it sounded like he got news that he had like a terminal disease. Like it was
my
so
God.
grim. And again, sometimes players can be dramatic, but I read that I was like, oh, this man is not coming back next week, and that was like 6 weeks ago.
Yikes.
Yeah. Let me see.
A lot of these games are very. I'm looking at same thing, like the rankings, but with the overlay on, and a lot of these games are 48.5 plus. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, I have it. I really should have the totals up somewhere to where I can see that more at a glance here.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite features of the overlays. We have a little hover feature where you can hover over the total. So like Rashad White's, it's showing the game's 49.5, and if you just hover over it, it shows you the team and implied total as well. So like Tampa Bay 22, Buffalo expected 27.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I think at the end of this year, I'm gonna capitulate and become an overlay bro, and I will definitely be be using best ball overlay. But for right now, I I have tried to hold on, but I
Dude,
think the time is coming here. All right, we're coming up. Gosh, the running backs are just dead. They're just so bad.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably. So what's there for tight ends? It looks pretty grim as well.
It's pretty grim as well.
How about I think
I hate that I'm actually considering Dalton Schultz.
Quentin Johnston, bro?
Quentin Johnston? Yeah.
Quentin Johnston?
All right.
Break the slate?
Yeah, why not?
Jacksonville?
Why not? Yeah, QJ, we've seen it before. All right. All right, let's do QJ.
Just gotta make sure the one spot doesn't have like Devontae Adams. Otherwise, we have to go Staffy.
He doesn't.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
He's setting up that Flacco or the
we
Rodgers.
we also have Caleb, right? We could do Caleb or Staffy. So I wasn't as fussed if I didn't think he was going to take either. So are you Stafford over Caleb / do we take a tight end here?
Right. I would probably lock in one of those two QBs. I'll leave it up to you.
No,
it really doesn't matter to me.
Oof. I am so torn between Stafford.
Yeah, I would say Staffy against Seattle.
Right.
I mean, still some pretty like a little tougher matchups for QBs, but
yep.
Caleb,
the only thing is I imagine like Puka Staffy will be pretty common. Maybe we get a little different with Caleb, but I'm fine. I think it's going to be common because it's correct. So I'm good just taking Stafford there.
Yeah.
I don't think we have to get too fancy.
Slightly higher implied total, but
yeah,
it's more so is Caleb gonna beat Staffy on the ground? Like if he gets that like 40-50 rushing yards, that really has been boosting Caleb's stats the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Or does he turn back into a pumpkin? Wouldn't surprise anybody.
No. I found the Bucky post from a month ago.
Oh,
God gave his toughest battle to his toughest soldiers. Don't cry for me when the war is over. I died on the cross yesterday. My eyes open to who is here for me as a football player and who is here as Marquise Bucky Irving. And
2 weeks to live. Max.
I'm like, this is over. I'm like, this is so bad.
What did the doctor tell him?
I don't know. I'm like, it's brother, it's your shoulder. You're gonna be okay. I read that. I was like, this is not a man who is day to day.
That's like the coach talking about like Chuba Hubbard. He's talking about him in the past tense. I was like, he's not dead, or is he? Like,
yeah. Tucker Kraft. Oh, he's in a better place. Like, he's up the street. He's fine. He'll be back next year. But man, Tucker, absolutely killer for the best ball bags. My biggest stand at tight end, I think, was Tucker Kraft, and my biggest stand overall was Cam Scatterbo. So I'm a little tilted because it was like, I feel like I was directionally accurate with stuff, and I don't know if the results in best ball are going to reflect that.
Cam Scat, where he went so close to Tracy, it was that one's really good process.
Yeah,
that one's a really good process, especially if you're fading Tracy to draft Cam Scat, who went behind him. That's incredible.
I think I have $15 of Tyrone Tracy, and I think they were auto drafts. Like, and I was like full fade. I was like, this is the hill I'm gonna die on, and I'm like, this is a bad way to die on the hill.
I see a few BBO users in the chat as well. Some people that have some Dawg Bowl tickets and from last year. I don't know if they're still subscribed, but I think we had 8 out of 36 tickets last year. We already have a couple this year as
Oh,
well for
sick.
BBO users. Pretty sick. It's
That is
pretty
awesome.
cool. It's nice to see. It's nice to see that it's helping people. It's just I know people like use Excel on the side and track like their ownership and stuff, but it's just so much easier to have it as you draft to see how many times have I paired Puka with
If you want
Rowan.
to
Right.
drop the link to me in the private chat, I can put it in the description.
Us. Yeah, why not? Why not?
And now I'm like, I can't even find like where the private chat is anymore. This is how often I
Dude,
have
it's
guest time.
right. It's different. It's a different world. It's a
It
different
is.
world.
But no, this is fun. I like this. I like this team. We can go over some of the. We can review some of the like the sharper users teams as well, because I feel like that tends to be pretty valuable.
Now, will you save these boards?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to John Keurig too. I see John in here, Dave.
So by the way, we are up. We got Andrews, the Fannin bet, Theo Johnson. Where are you on these?
I mean, Theo against Green Bay is kind of tough, but yeah, Andrews
Or Dawson Knox, if you want.
Theo. I think we stay away from Fannin because we already have Judkins.
Okay. I've just Andrews. Andrews is going to be the guy.
Good touchdown. Good touchdown chances there with Andrews anyways. And you have a little mini stack with Judkins.
I feel like that's fine.
Yeah.
How much did Musgrave didn't do much. I was kind of hoping to maybe see a little bit of life from Musgrave with Kraft out.
Bro can't jump.
I mean, I remember when Musgrave was like going ahead of Kraft like 2 years ago, and then it's like, nope.
Now is Wandale, how banged up did Wandale get? Like did he end the game?
I thought Wandale was in and it was Slayton that got hurt.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm a little
Slayton
surprised to see Wandale undrafted. I know people are worried about
Russ.
Russ.
But yeah, if we're not drafting any Giants pass catchers like Theo or Wandale, there's probably a small edge there.
Yeah.
And tight end's one of those. So he does get picked last. And tight end's one of those, if there's the availability to scroll down to the 13th or 14th tight end and that guy's only getting picked 60% of the time, that's a huge edge over tight end 11 who's getting picked 100% of the time.
I agree. Normally I'd like to scroll a little, but I didn't have anyone I was that enamored with. I mean, I feel like you could always just do likely instead, but I'm not like
it's true. Yeah, one of the Pittsburgh guys, it's like they're playing fucking 3 tight ends. Like, what do you want? That one feels impossible.
It feels impossible. That's why I'm glad I have some of Firemuth and Jonnu in best ball, because I'm just like, whatever. I might have a team score a touchdown. I might not, but I don't have to think about I don't have to think about it.
If we don't have Judkins here, I think Fannon's fine, but Cleveland's only supposed to score like 16 and a half right now. So we need both of those to go to Judkins.
Yeah. We're asking a lot of Judkins. I mean, I don't necessarily love game stacking just to game stack. I don't feel like Judkins and Andrews are actually correlated. In fact, it might be like the opposite. Like I don't know.
They get too far ahead with Andrews.
Yeah, they get too far ahead with Andrews, or Judkins.
What if it's a back and forth though?
Yeah, that's how you always get there. Like, oh, this is the game environment you need.
No, I get it. It's not the but not the sexiest game on the slate, that's for sure.
But I mean, Mark Andrews, all the talent in the world, and we know when they get in the red zone that it's like Lamar Jackson is just like, okay, let me find a tight end. All right, so this team ends up being Puka, Odunze, Judkins, QJ, Stafford, and Andrews. I think the big questions were, do we go Caleb or Stafford?
Or Staffy.
And then which tight end we take there. And I don't mind the way we ended up with. I like this team quite a bit. So let's see what some folks did. Mr. Worth at the 1 hole. You go CMC, Metcalf, Higgins, Rogers, Worthy, and Theo Johnson. I mean, I've been kind of liking the Worthy in round 5. I think he's worth a flyer in Dawg Bowls. I don't think I want to make it a huge stand, but I also don't want to be the guy with no worthy in round 5 when he pulls a JMO and comes back to life. So J-Dubs like the team there. E. Coxer, Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, Travis Kelce, Tez Johnson, and Joseph Flacco. So he gets the Flacco Chase pairing there. Yeah, I like the team here, E. Coxer. I think all these guys definitely make sense. Gunnar Ross, Bijan, Ladd, Herbert, Gadsden. So he gets Herbert with double stack with Ladd and Gadsden. That's kind of fun. Again, if Gadsden's healthy, this in the 4th round, super nice pick. And then Jacoby Myers, Zach Charbonnet. Yeah, I can never fault the Zach Charbonnet pick. I mean, he's
Jacoby Myers over Tet.
I am not there with Jacoby Myers, but I
don't think Gino's there with Jacoby Myers. Like, it's not you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, the more he gets worked in with Jacksonville. I don't think BTJ will be back. I don't think,
Imagine losing by 3, right, on Thursday Night Football to the Broncos, and you see the stats at the end of the game, like, oh, wow, I only got Bowers 1 catch. Like, we could have won by 17. Yeah,
it's crazy. Crazy. I don't know if you were aware, the Bowers eruption cost me a second Dawg Bowl seat. I was in the I was in the top 3 of teams without Bowers. So like, I know you can't take Bowers off the slate, but if Bowers only puts up 25,
no way. Yeah, and he had 3 tutties.
That's like 25 points is a big score for a tight end. It is what it is, but Mythology and Best Ball Viper had it worse because they were well ahead of me, but I was the third team without him.
Did very similar that Seattle, the Arizona game. It was Arizona Seattle. I was like, all right, take the players out at halftime, like McBride go away, JSN go away, and like Sam Darnold just trying to keep Arizona. I don't know if he's like working towards incentives, but he's just giving the ball away in the red zone.
Seeing go.
I'm like, what? Like, why is this still a game? Why are the starters? They're out. Oh man. Yeah, because McBride ended up
he
just passing me in the victory formation. So
that's right. That's right. You got second, right, in the victory formation?
By 0.2, bro. It's okay. I love that. I love that contest because it is top heavy. So from first to second, it's not cut in half. So it went from 2K to 1,500. It's because it's top heavy, that contest. Usually second place will be half of first. That's such a great contest.
That's awesome. Yeah, I always do it, and that's that stinks that you lost out on first, but sick run there. But yeah, like that game had so much garbage time, but it only felt like garbage time for Arizona, and then I don't know. But yet it was like weirdly close.
Arizona and Charbonnet.
Yeah. It's a weird run out there. Let's see what Dave does. Dave has been in the top 10 of a bunch of weeks. So Dave's sharp player here.
Dave's a beast.
Dave is a beast. Jacobs, Lamar, Vidal, Shakir, Tet McMillan, and Kyle Pitts. Yeah, I would have been thrilled with Kyle.
I will say this team's pretty ugly, but Dave. I don't question Dave.
I don't question. I've learned who, when they make picks, to be like, okay, I probably should be taking this player. Dave is on that list. But yeah, I mean, Vidal at 30, like he's not going to come back in these rooms at 43. And then like look at the tight ends after Swift goes. I mean, running backs. It's like DeMercado, Sharbs, and Walker. Like, yeah,
and here's part of that advantage of drafting early is you're getting the true price now.
Yeah.
Right. Day 2, when they all update. Day 1, Lamar Jackson started at ADP 5.
Yep.
Now, if a room's filled with 10 sharp people in Dawg Bowls, which it usually is, you're hoping one of those guys takes Lamar at 4 or 5. You're just hoping one of those people that aren't as in tune are drafting before you, so you get a little bit of extra value early in the week.
Yep. Yeah, it's and just like 1 or 2 positions can make a big deal too. Like, because there tends to be those tier breaks. So it's just like one person taking a second round pick in the first can have like knock on effects to be like, that was the room you needed. Because
yeah.
Let's see what Tubins did. Tubins with McBride, Devontae Adams, Chase Brown, Pat Mahomes, Troy Franklin, Ken Walker. I found myself liking Franklin in this last end of the draft as far as the late receivers go. Again, only 2 receivers taken in the last round. Romeo Dobbs, Keenan Allen. Man, those are 2 names I am probably going to have none of. I struggle to get there, especially with Keenan. Just the volume is just gone. Volume is just so brutal.
Cover Keurig. He won the Dawg Bowl 2 years ago.
That's right.
John Keurig there right next to Dave.
Yeah, Keurig here at the 7. Rico Dowdle, Kyron Williams, MHJ, Juwan Jennings. Dalton Schultz and Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, this is a pretty sick.
That's strong.
Jennings is another guy. If you did these drafts early, you could have caught the room napping, taken in the 5th. I have a couple 5th round Jennings, 6th round Purdy teams that I really like ending that with. But we'll see if, there's not a huge difference between the 4th and 5th, especially if you're pushing tight end into the 5th. I don't feel like you lose that much, but you just see some of these guys rising there. I like this team though from Keurig.
Even if Purdy doesn't play, you're getting him in, the last round just about. He didn't even get drafted in this one, did he? Yeah, Purdy didn't even get drafted in this one. So it's just a free swap to Mac. Yeah.
Yeah.
I even have a naked Purdy team.
Yeah. We've seen Purdy get home unstacked before too. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
Let's see what Chad Matchkey did. Drake London, Nico Collins, Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift, and then a Caleb Loveland. So just ending the team with 3 Bears going Swift, Caleb, and Loveland. Chad, if this team gets you another seat, you owe a free drink from the bar for letting Caleb fall to you and enabling this beautiful double stack here. But no, I like this team here. Very solid team. Sometimes it feels like from the end of the board, it's hard to make a coherent team, but this kind of fell together with Swift, Caleb, and Loveland. Always nice when you can kind of just take 3 good players and then end with a double stack. It's the team just makes sense. So like the team there. Fun draft, everyone. Appreciate those of you who drafted this one. Let me catch back up here with chat real quick. Terrence noting Seattle D is serious. Puka eats, but we simply cannot be afraid to draft Puka here. Chris G wants to know, are you coming, Pat? We need you to qualify for the Dawg Bowl here.
I haven't been hitting it. There was one other week that I did 6 and it was split with a buddy. It's more so just I went in on the regular season best ball and 2 kids. So just enjoying playing dad right now. That's all.
Well, if this lineup gets there, then you're going. We'll have to co-draft there. However
there we
that
go.
works out.
There we go. We could do one on mine too if you want. We could split them.
Yeah, if you want to do it that way. I mean, it's either way. But yeah, thrilled to be doing these GM candles and the dog. Yeah, I mean, this is like the night stream and the early one. And I love how Pat. It is funny because Pat's still got the low lighting because he streams at night. It's kind of like the vibe. I went on After Dark with Pete, and he does that. He puts the lights down, and I was in this bright thing, and people are probably trying to sleep, and I'm like, "Hey, everyone! I stream at 8 a.m.
Pete's got all the pretty colors in the background too. The surfboard's glowing, bro. I want to see that surfboard in the water. What are we doing, Pete? Get on the board. Yeah. Does that thing float? Is that a prop?
We don't know. We know he has an extensive prop closet, so it could be, it could be from from Point Break or something. I don't know. Joel is a Tet fan, but the Carolina passing. I wish I could have more Tet. I'm with you, Joel. Tet is so fun, but attaching your Dawg Bowl hopes and dreams to Bryce Young is oof. It is brutal. Yeah. It is brutal. Gunnar Ross notes Myers looked okay first week with Cohen. Cohen traded for him as a full week now. Yeah, I guess I should be more intrigued by the Jacoby Myers stuff. I know you know what you're doing, Gunnar Ross. You're on that list of people. If they take someone, we should pay attention. So duly noted there on Jacoby Myers there. Truly hoping someone is on auto or times that. Yep, exactly. Elite 12-15-03. Just try to get those edges wherever we can get them. Joel reminding us Dubs left the game early with a chest injury. So yeah, maybe that's more staying on the clock for Ingle X if he picks up a guy who's out there. Greg says Reed is going to come back and win us all the money. Greg, I have 0 Reed in BBM. I kind of got lucky because he's not out
Yeah.
with what we were afraid of.
Part-time
But
receiver.
yeah, I just didn't like his price where he was at, and so I'm not counting that as like a process. I mean, I didn't like him, and then he got hurt, so it's hard to judge what that fade was like. But
I
I
will
hate
say
seeing anyone get hurt.
Myers could be sharp, right? He's one of those players that if you're drafting now in the 5th round and BTJ can't go, right? If he can't go, you're gonna see Myers rise up. You know what? He's gonna go to the 4th.
Yeah,
He'd go in like the Shakir Jennings range, and then Parker, I would assume, would fall. But yeah, that could be a sneaky play. That could be a sneaky play.
We did the Parker people. I had some Parker, not in anything that made noise. Did we really get just bailed out by the turn touchdown? Because I feel like his fantasy points were kind of better than what he was. So,
yeah, he only had like 3 or 4 catches, right? But he 2 touchdowns if you count the return.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that is something. It just Jacoby just looked so bad. And again, was that a Geno Smith thing? Like, what are we dealing with? He's not old. Like in our head, he's like a 32-year-old slot receiver, and he's like not. He's like pretty young still. Like, so I don't know. At least in my head, I'm like, oh, Jacoby Myers, that guy's kind of boring.
Everyone was so excited, myself included, to see how Vegas offense was going to run. Like, we're like, wow, they have some exciting pieces. Like,
yeah,
it should be a fun offense. Like, and these games are just
fun.
hard to watch. Like, Gentry getting touched 2 yards in the backfield every play. Myers not getting the ball.
Nope.
Bowers up and down season, mostly down.
Yeah. It's just that one spike week and then 3 catches the next week. Like, oh, this is Bowers the ultimate better and best ball pick.
Yeah, I guess so.
That'd be the day. Jeez Louise. Brutal stuff there. I guess Jacoby's 29. I thought he was like 27, so I was middled there with my
up there.
But still, you know, it's not like a old dude. Hartman asking a good question. How much is Purdy's limited mobility hurt? I feel like if at this point if they're playing him, he's full go. I agree. If he's hobbled, it's bad because part of the Purdy thesis is he's got some wheels to him. But again, if they've held him out this long, I'm hoping he's just like ready to rock and roll. Yes, definitely will make good on a drink or two. Okay, good, Lee. Appreciate that. Lay the house RM. Don't forget to like the stream. Hey, highest eliminated score by 15. Yeah, Lay the house RM had some sweats. I believe he had 2 elim teams. One went down with like scoring in the 160s. Absolutely brutal. Brutal run out to lose that. I think his lower scoring team advanced, but hey, still got one team going, unless I'm mistaken. I think you needed someone to go nuts to lose 2, and no one went nuts last night, so I think you were probably safe there. Mathology, morning boys. Hey, Mathology, appreciate you so much coming in, hanging out. Missed you in this draft, but I'm sure I'll see you in the streets later. 170, woof. Yeah, second alive. Awesome stuff. All right, Pat. Do you want to do another Dawg Bowl? Another just VR? I am easy. I'm good with whatever the people want.
I'll let you steer the ship. I don't mind either way. Do whatever you want.
I guess I feel like we're in a little bit of Dawg Bowl mode. I like to make sure we get at least I try to do at least 2 on stream. We're waiting for 2 in this one.
Perfect.
Mathology notes we're waiting for 3. I mean, I know now we're waiting for 2.
Let's go.
So we know Mathology will be in the room. I figured
boy.
out where the private chat is, so we can we can. All right, I'm updating the timestamp, as you can see by me not looking anywhere near anything. All right, DBQ2. We got bad news, brother. Bad news. We got the 6.
God damn.
The dreaded 6.
Dude, no. Not again.
Maybe Tubins. Maybe Tubins is already almost maxed and he needs some Lamar teams. Probably not.
You need some. You want to know what? It doesn't even feel that good because Jefferson is someone I mixed into 6 after I had one Jacobs team. I'm like, I'm not doing back-to-back Jacobs teams. If you go McBride, you're really hoping he separates from all the other tight ends. And that's just in the Dawg Bowl. It's not a bet that I want to do that much. I'd rather just go late tight end.
Usually like last week, Juwan Johnson. I was That was one of the things I
17
did get right.
points.
I was like, you could have gotten there with a Juwan Johnson team and not needed
Yeah.
McBride.
Yeah.
If you hit the other stuff, like he didn't do like a Bowers where he went total and Kittle was close enough, I think. I don't think he was super far off.
Yeah, I forget what he ended up with.
Yeah, Kittle's just a monster.
15 plus.
Yeah. So we'll
it's a tough bet. It's similar to QB, right? Where, you know, these guys really have to separate. And it's I don't know. A lot of the Dawg Bowl teams you see, it's late tight end.
Yep. Yeah, those late, like the Bowers week, like you could have gotten there with Loveland, but for like the historic tight end performance. My heat keeps coming on. It is so hot now in my office. I'm dying. I'm sorry.
The girl's trying to sweat you out.
Yeah. It's shocking. My wife is always cold, and I am usually like in a sweat lodge here. But it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I think Jefferson's an interesting mix in. As long as Jefferson doesn't come back around ever, I don't see it as that minus EV. But
you're really just out on Jacobs.
I'm completely fine with going Jacobs here. Like I said, I have 1-1. I have 1-1. So
I think
let's do it.
I think I just go Jacobs.
Let's do it
here. Just
I liked how my Jacobs team came out too.
Okay.
Jacobs, Nico, T. Higgs, Addison, Stroud, and Schultz. So that's the Stroud double stack.
Yeah.
I don't think Nico's going to be coming back to this spot anymore.
No, I don't either.
He started very late. He started very late. We got him at 19. So
yeah,
his ADP is 13.8 now.
Oh man. That's a
Dawg Bowler. Yeah.
Because his ADP is still showing in here as 20. So I don't know.
Oh, interesting. So maybe is it showing me the 6-person ADP then? I don't know.
Oh, it could. Yeah. I'm assuming you're looking at the overlay because he might go higher in the 6-persons.
I'm looking at no, I have the Underdog Dawg Bowl team pulled up, and when you like click to expand their info.
Okay.
Oh, I see it now. I am. Wow, it is early.
Are you looking at the projection? Yeah. Gotcha. No worries, man.
Early streams will get you.
They'll get you. You got to be alert. Yeah, your chat, they'll start throwing acronyms at you. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going to try to figure it out.
Settle down.
Hartman notes that Bowers was cheap in his blow-up week. Yes, he was. He was generationally cheap, and on DraftKings too. He was like a 5K for Bowers, the biggest jam of all time.
Well, yeah, it's right when people come off a play, right, that you're like, okay, now I could see how I could expose that, right? Like, I mean, last week Rome didn't separate, but he went late enough that he was super live for wide receivers. Yep. It's like, oh, everyone's coming off Rome because of one bad game. Okay, hop back on a top 10 receiver like that. One of the easier plays last week.
And as fantasy Twitter learned, they're like, oh, the Bengals apparently have one good corner. Like, no, I don't even think people remember his name, but they're like, oh yeah, well, we got to watch out for wide receiver ones against the Bengals. Oh, I guess should now we be worried about Metcalf?
Yeah.
Right? Shouldn't we be scared of Metcalf? He gets covered by that guy. I don't know. By the Romo Dunze guy. Let's see. All right, so we got Jacobs here. What do we want to do once Patrick Barnes?
Shit. Let's go, Josh.
Yeah, right?
Let's go, Josh, at 19.
That's fun.
Can he have a 30-point game this year? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take Josh Allen and pick 19.
It's really just Josh on that team. It's really just the Allen show. I feel like the Buffalo season's going to end the way it always does. It's like, man, we're so close. We just need that one more piece. And then the next year comes and they don't get that one more piece. And the cycle continues.
My fear as a Dolphins fan was that they were going to trade him Waddle. And I was assured that would never happen. And apparently like it was kind of close, or like they offered a pick for next year instead of this year. And the Dolphins were like, no.
Did they want 2 1s? Is that what I heard for Waddle?
That was the initial rumor. But then I heard that the talks broke down because they were going to offer a 2027 pick and we wanted a 2026 pick.
Uh,
But I'm like, if I'm the Bills, like I just do that. So I don't know how true that would be. Like, why
yeah,
you're contending for the Super Bowl? You know that's going to be a bad pick. Like, I don't know. I would be.
yeah. No,
It would have been
I
tough to
agree.
keep on as a Dolphins fan if they trade Waddle to the
If
the Bills.
I'm the Dolphins, I probably don't even care that much if it's a following year because they're in like a fucking
We're in
3-year
a
rebuild.
we're in a massive rebuild because
Like you're
we
hoping.
don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, smooth criminal. Yeah, smooth criminal. Everything's
Yeah,
right in the
yeah,
world.
I'll pull it
Everything
up.
is balanced. Everything is
Even as
balanced in the world.
even as a
you know,
Finns fan, I got to give you
Bills,
your
Bill-
due.
Bills fans are on Twitter complaining and stuff, thinking they're winning the Super Bowl. Came and beat Miami.
My favorite was blaming the Heat for anything. Like Bills fans love blaming the elements. I do not get me started. I know Bills fans watch the show, but my God, I can't with them.
That's
Do we
too
want to
much.
do
That's too
Higgins?
much.
Higgins?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just making sure I'm not missing
Yes, we do.
anything obvious here.
No, yes, we do.
All right, we'll do T. Higgins here. So we got Allen, Jacobs, Higgins. This is kind of a sick team so far. See if we can't land the plane.
I'll hit the private.
Yeah. But I mean, like, there was the year that the Bills were like cramping because the Miami, they had to play in the heat, and then the Bills had to like move a game because it was too cold. I'm like, you guys are the worst, like literally the stone worst. So I don't know.
That's so funny. It's so funny.
They
they honestly are. They need that one more piece on offense. Like it's not even a joke. It's
not.
It's
I feel like Keon Coleman got by for a while because he's really funny in the interviews. We're like, oh, this guy's great. He looks like an alpha receiver, and he's just like, he's not good. Like I say this as someone with a lot of Keon Coleman who wanted to believe. They're just missing out.
I think the only answer to the Bills was Kincaid. I think actually Kincaid was the one good pick as a pass catcher besides James Cook. Speaking pass catching receivers, tight ends. I think he's the one pick that, that actually really outpaid ADP. Shakir's done okay, but eliminator ass pick, not okay for the 80s. I faded, I think, every pass catcher in that offense, so I'm okay being wrong on one to not have to draft 3 of them to find that one guy.
Yeah. No, I agree. They've been super annoying. Like, I mean, I even got psyoped into a small position on Josh Palmer. Like, I knew that guy sucked, and I'm like, oh well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know how much I have. I don't have that much because I mean we're using real American dollars on this website, but
the truth is just so funny though.
Oh, God.
The truth is so funny.
I know. Yeah, this is a transparent show. I won't pretend like I didn't get fooled a little bit. I don't have very much Shakir because I feel like we kind of knew what you got in him, which is like.
And the thing is, a play with like Palmer, right? If I'm wrong and I have him in one draft out of 800, I'm feeling very bad, right? But the risk is probably worse for me because he doesn't have to do that much to outpay where you were drafting him.
Yeah.
Right. And he's not hurting you, right?
No, he's not.
He's not a zero. But the later you go, the more I actually like to make those stands. And I typically won't take a stance like that where I'm like taking absolutely none of someone that goes that late. So that was definitely risky.
Yeah. We have some choices here because Travis Kelce is still here and tight end gets really gross. I
like Kelce here too.
I kind of like Kelce.
I also don't mind fading KC Denver like altogether, but and he goes Shakir, so I think Kelce does make some sense. He's had a pretty high floor.
More than like a Sutton here.
I'm okay with the receiver between Tet, Sutton, or Kelce.
I'm fine with
could go a late Knox if.
Yeah, I was almost thinking a late Knox is kind of cute.
Is is Kincaid's not ruled out fully yet, right? Or
I
has
want
he
to say
been?
they said he was week to week, which sounds like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
out. With that said, I think we can figure out the other positions. Knox is fine, whereas Kelsey could like actually separate. Like we've seen Kelsey separate. Not Dawson Knox isn't going to do that for
No,
us.
you're getting you're hoping for like two
Yeah,
touchdowns is like a
and 3
miracle on like
receptions.
3 catches and 17 yards.
Yeah, which might be fine. Which is fine if you're getting him in the 6th round.
Parham. You're looking for
Yeah,
Parham
the
stat
Donald
line.
Parham theorem.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is fine. I actually don't mind getting off the Shakir too. You know, if a large percent of the Allen teams are going to have Shakir,
Yeah.
you know, Shakir has that 9 to 10 point game, doesn't really separate.
Yeah. We can't.
Man,
It'd be funny for us to do this and then take Keon Coleman because no one's taking him. But man, he's brutal.
I don't mind that.
He's,
QJ went off right before too. Those
yeah,
were
but
two of
those were the
players
guys. I mean, this Gadsden, QJ, Shakir was kind of like I would have taken any of those 3 ahead of Kelsey.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Again, the Gadsden bet. He might end up just steaming up to where he's gonna go when he's healthy. Like I don't know when if he's in, where is he going? He's in the 3rd round, right? Like he's got to be.
Yep.
So
yeah, with that matchup, my God.
Yeah. All right,
That's why I do like getting a Chargers piece in that game, especially.
So Mathology and Tubins can't take anything we need. I am pretty into Juwan Jennings.
Yes. Oh, 1,000,000%.
I
1,000,000%.
I think that's pretty nice. More than any of these like cavalcade of running backs you hope does something.
No, it's
all right. So yeah, let's just take Juwan
it
Jennings
does
here.
feel, you know, if you're not getting 2 RBs through 4 rounds, it does feel like a 3 wide receiver week.
Like it's pretty thin. I'll be interested to see what Ingle X does because he needs a running back, and I have to imagine one of Hartman and Casey Pollock takes another back, but we'll see if they just go 3 receiver as well. Another good room. We'll go over everyone else's teams because there's people to keep an eye on. I didn't go through who was in here before, but Nez is in here at the 12, Gunnar Ross at the 11, Hartman at the 10, Ingle X at the 9, Patrick Barnes YouTube at the 8, Tubins, Mathology, Mr. Worth, Buster's Boy. I mean, this is like as killer of a room as you're gonna find. So, you know, if you don't tune in for me, you should tune in to see what other people are doing because you can you will absolutely learn an awful lot from tuning in and watching.
Free insight. BTJ click there actually seems extremely sharp by Pat Barnes. I mean, you're getting basically a free swap. I've seen him go undrafted too. So
yeah, I guess I don't mind that because if he's in, you're pretty stoked to get him in round 5. And if he's not, how many receivers are going to go after that you're going to lose out on?
You're probably just going to swap for Myers or Parker Washington anyways at that point.
Yeah,
right?
that's definitely true. Because the only other
instead of taking the risk and going Myers there, if BTJ plays, you're like, oh, well, that Myers pick feels gross now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, doing it that way definitely makes a certain amount of sense. So Nez, he ends his team with a Loveland.
Double Baker.
Yeah. Double Baker. You love that. All right, let's see. Running backs. It's just I would have a trouble in good conscience clicking any of these fellows.
How many touches did K-Walk get last week? I know you really can't take anything 14? From that game.
I guess that's more than I would have thought.
Well, they ran out the clock because I think Charbonnet got 15 as well.
Okay.
Who's there for receivers?
Wandale's still here. Parker Washington, Troy Franklin.
We can go Troy.
Jerry Jeudy, Keon Coleman.
We can go Keon Coleman too. I honestly, yeah. Well, hey, let's say Kincaid's out. Let's say Kincaid's out.
Yeah. Yeah, the Keon.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Keon Coleman.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman to KC. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm like,
Oh,
this
man.
pick sucks. It's like,
Well, yeah, no. Or the Bills just lose and I'm still happy, you know?
yeah,
Like,
this is the perfect hedge. I mean, Tampa's pass defense is not very good. Like,
shoot me your Venmo and I'll shoot some monies over.
Okay. Well, we can sort that. But yeah,
next.
Awesome.
That's great.
This was fun. This was
all right.
fun.
I gotta fly, help get the kiddos out. Both have double ear infections. And
no.
yeah. So we're off to a 10:15 appointment at the local doctor's office here. So
hey, thanks so much for joining.
It just keeps going.
I'll put the info for the overlay in the description. If y'all don't follow Pat, please do. But Pat, thanks so much for hanging out today.
I appreciate you having me. Another fun one. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Take care.
All right. See you guys. Pounders.
All right. That was awesome having Pat on there. I think we drafted a couple of fun teams. We are now I feel like it's eerily quiet in the headphones. So we will put a little night driving on. We'll put a little night driving on, but really appreciate him coming on. Again, I mean it. If you don't sub to Fantasy Dog Pound, you should, especially in best ball season. Really one of the sharper drafters there. And when I ultimately capitulate to big overlay, it will be to best ball overlay there. Terrence asking similar question to to Hartman. Is Sean Tucker viable this week? Do you think Rachaad White is viable? It's hard because it feels like a true split at this point. I see the vision in Sean Tucker in 12 persons. Rachaad White is clickable. I just don't know how much I'll be getting to him. He's just been so inefficient. He's just looked so bad. But again, that is the path to beating the Bills, or to at least staying competitive. So I see it. I got to think about it a little more. I haven't looked at their utilization. I'd want to dig a little deeper and see if Tucker started getting more work later in that game, if they started realizing White really stinks. So I don't want to just rip a yes or no, but I'm curious to it. I don't want to say no. Terrence saying he can go for 122. Yes, he certainly could. And agree there. You run against Buffalo if you don't pass. Hartman says they should try Keanu Kincaid's role. Could be his true ceiling like Kelvin Benjamin. Well, I hope so for this team's sake. This team ended up being Jacobs, Allen, Higgins, Kelsey, Jennings, and then Keon Coleman. I think that is an interesting way to stack Josh Allen. I'm not going to get very much Coleman this week, but I do think he made a fair amount of sense on this team. You're definitely going to be leveraged off of the more popular Shakir Allen pairing. And I actually think you could do this in a 6-person. I think that you will be scrolling deep into the depths if you do that. And it does make a certain amount of sense. Methodology says, be good, Pound. Well, I'm sure to pass along the message. Methodology, again, thanks for alerting us to the Dawg Bowl seating as well. Short week, Packers against Magic. Russ, deep ball, Slayton banged up. Is Wandale going to be a hit? I like Wandale this week. I am shocked to see him going undrafted yet again. I am going to be clicking last round Wandale if he continues to be free in these Dawg Bowls. Again, he is the classic guy who has 8 or 9 receptions and doesn't break 70 yards. And in half point PPR, if you don't score, that's not actually that great. But yeah, Slayton did come back in, my recollection. I don't think he did much after. It's a hamstring. We'll see. I mean, sometimes players can play through stuff and then it kind of tightens up after the game. So keep an eye on Slayton. He's been fighting through stuff all season. Greg says, I can't stop making it. Wandale has ruined so many teams for me this season. We'll see. We will see there. Joel noting that Packers can't cover tight ends. It's a Theo week, if it's anything. Could be. I think Theo is definitely clickable. Did he go in this draft? No, he went undrafted again. People terrified of Russ. Annoyingly, Russ checks down a lot. So it could be like Tyrone Tracy PPR scam week. No one wants to hear that. You're not going to hear that anywhere else because people are afraid of this spreadsheet bros. But we're not on this channel. I don't know. I could be persuaded to that. Yes, Singletary is getting a lot more work than we want, but we have seen panicky Russ check down. It might be still too much of a split to get to Tracy. It might just not be enough volume, but would it shock me for him to somehow end up with like 6 receptions? And, we've seen him spike along one. The goal line stuff does seem to be going to Singletary. So I'm kind of just talking through this out loud, but I think there is a world where one or both of the running backs get a little more passes thrown their way. Dart was not a big checker downer. Russ is a big checker downer. So just something to think about, maybe something I want to look into a little more. But, and also the other thing is Dable is gone. So we know Singletary was a big Brian Dable guy from their time at Buffalo. Maybe, I'm sorry, I can't remember the interim coach. Maybe they're just like, no, this is over. Let's just like give one guy his due. So again, I'm a little bit Tracy curious, just something to think about a little bit. Mathology says no real signal on Tucker. 9 carries, 3 in the first quarter, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Looks like package snaps. Okay. So yeah, so maybe I should be more open to the Rachaad White stuff there. The alpha is Wan'Dale and Tracy. It's just something to think about. It's something to think about because sometimes you can just end up, kind of going with ADP, going with what you see, and I don't know. I think there is a world where those guys I want in a large portfolio, a couple shares, because they're going undrafted and unowned. All right, let's go over some people's teams who aren't doing dumb things like taking Tyrone Tracy. Let's see what Nez did. Jalen Warren, Emeka Egbuka, Aaron Jones, Baker Mayfield, Tez Johnson, and Colston Loveland. So he gets the Baker double. Tez and Egbuka with Baker. So just all in against the Bills. I don't mind that. I think we can be scared sometimes to do 2 wide receivers with a quarterback, but we're not scared to do like a tight end, a wide receiver, and the quarterback. And it's like, well, why? You don't have to be stone perfect in dog bowls. If Tampa Bay shoots out, there's a world where both get there. So I don't mind a few builds like that, like the team there. Gunnar Ross, Justin Jefferson, James Cook, Pat Mahomes, RJ Harvey, Otten, Jacoby Myers. Yeah, just solid team. You don't have to stack Mahomes. I like RJ Harvey at 38. He definitely could be rising as the week goes on. J.K. Dobbins is not getting drafted, but he still shows up. Maybe when he's officially out, we see a little bit of bump from Harvey. But again, Sean Payton is annoying. We have Sean Payton risk. Hartman, what'd you do? Rashi Rice, Lamar Jackson, Woody Marks, Jordan Addison, Dalton Schultz, Nick Chubb. It's been hard for me to get to Nick Chubb. I like the team otherwise. It does feel like Nick Chubb kind of got there in garbage time. I feel like Woody Marks ate his lunch. Going Marks and Chubb together, it's like the really poor man's version of going Monty and Gibbs. Feels a little cute, Hartman. I'm not going to lie, but I like the ingenuity because you're not going to see this much. I panicked at the end, ruined it. Well, I don't mean this in a sarcastic way. You will be unique, and if somehow they just absolutely crush on the ground, you never know. You never know. With your last pick, I mean, if Nick Chubb falls in the end zone, 10 or 12 points from Chubb could be enough if Marks goes off, but it's a lot riding on the Texans there with Schultz as well. Ingle X, let's see what you did. Drake London, Nico Collins, A Flowers, Oronde Gadsden, DeMercado, and CJ Stroud. So he gets to Stroud, Nico Collins. So between the two of you, between Ingle X and Hartman, there's just a lot riding on the Texans there. But like the team from Ingle X, DeMercado, not the worst option you can get if you push running back to the very end. Patrick Barnes, YouTube, Trey McBride, Derrick Henry, Vidal, Shakir, BTJ, and an unstacked Love. I actually think unstacked Love might be the proper way to play Jordan Love. He's just going to be really annoying to stack. 5 more for another DBQ. Methodology. All right, I'll hop into that. But if I do, all right, I'm going to join it on my phone, and and then I'm going to go through this. And then I'll probably get on out of here. We'll do one more Dawg Bowl, and then we'll get out of here. So let's see, unless I'm like too slow. Joining on the phone. One more. All right, so I'm in the next Dawg Bowl. Let me run through the rest of these. Tubins goes JSN, Devontae, Chase Brown, Rashad White, and then Darnold and Knox. So we see Rashad White go at 44. Just a pretty solid team here from Tubins. I like Darnold, JSN. I'm drafting from the 10 in the other draft. Okay. Ethology, what did he do? Bijan, Kyron, MHJ, Tet McMillan, and then Brissett and Andrews. Makes me feel a little better about Andrews in the other draft because Mythology had a couple more choices with Fandon and Hawkinson going there. So yeah, Brissett, MHJ. Again, team just makes a lot of sense here. Mr. Worth, Puka, Ladd, Herbert, Kyle Pitts, Sharbs, and Troy Franklin at pick 70. Yeah, I like this team quite a bit. Busters boys, what'd he do? Jamar Chase, Judkins, Odunze, Caleb, so gets the Caleb Odunze stack in Worthy and Fannin. Yeah, I mean, this team just looks good to me. Crutches, CMC, DK Metcalf, Travis Etienne, Cortland Sutton, and then Staffy and Hawkinson. So not afraid of the unstacked Stafford there. I think that, again, that makes sense. Going Sutton, I like Sutton. I do want to get a little bit more of him. I think he's a value in the 4th round. And a somewhat low-owned Hawkinson. So nice draft. I like the teams that I see. I think that was a fun team that we built. And now let's just get right on to the next one. Me and him probably qualifying when the Texans drops. Yeah, that would be something. If you had 2 Dawg Bowl teams qualify from the same draft, I would assume that's never happened before. Because to have absolutely zero overlap, there's usually got to be, I would assume most times that qualify, there's at least one, probably 2 players overlapping. But especially next to each other in the draft board, that would be really, that'd be a really good bit. Yeah, Mythology is truly the GOAT. And he's rewarded by getting a top 3 pick. So he's in here at the, he is in here at the 3 hole in this draft. All right. Let's see. Okay, sorry. All right. The wife texted me, so just responding there. We see Jacobs go at the 5 to Patrick Barnes YouTube. So Jamar Chase is very likely to be going to Wood Doggy here. So Pat, he noted he thinks there's a top 5. I'm more in the camp that there's a top 6. After that, it's a little bit of a choose your own adventure. ADPs get squirrely. Lamar and Allen, these are fake ADPs. I think you got to push everybody up. So now it's starting to scramble a little bit with how to arrange this next area. And this certainly could be kind of what makes or breaks the Dawg Bowl slate here. Gunnar Ross, he takes Cook. I'm pretty into Cook this week. I think he's a more than reasonable pick 7. See what Dave and E. Coxer do. Two very sharp drafters coming up. Hartman says Mythology is the only guy who would draft the highest scoring BBM, but not for money, for the love of the game. Truly one of the most legendary teams, and of course everyone knows the story. But yeah, Fantasy Dog Pound, like, sub, ring the bell. That's true. I did a terrible job. I didn't really ask people to like and sub. Please like and sub. It really helps. It really helps there. And I'm going to take Rico Dowdle because I am a coward and I don't want to run out of running backs here. So I'll take Dowdle. I like Jefferson. I probably could have done that too, but we will do Rico Dowdle here. DBQ3. We will probably run this one DBQ and then get on out of here. I probably should have just put this to sub chat before, but I didn't. But I failed miserably. Oh my goodness. Buck, St. Thomas, LFG, Chad, I'm out for a run. Don't bore me. Well, you missed Fantasy Dog Pound on earlier, and we're on the clock. What do we want to do? Do we want an elite QB? What would Buck St. Thomas do? Buck St. Thomas would say, take Nico Collins. Don't be a coward. They're playing Tennessee. So we're going to do that. Henry would be fine. I think we're good with Nico here. So this team ends up going Dowdle, Nico. Yeah, Mathology notes importantly, run faster, Buck. Absolutely. Buck is out there running through the streets of the streets of Rhode Island. And we got to think it's it's just one of those like leisurely seaside stroll here from Mr. Buck St. Thomas, famously Pete's video editor. Pikachu, GM, let's get Young Candles another Dawg Bowl seat. Would love to see that. Would love that, Pikachu. We're going for it. You got to think Rico Dowdle, Nico Collins is the path to glory. There, we'll go over other people's teams when it gets a little further along because we got a lot of good drafters in here. We do see Josh Allen go at pick 17 to Dave, who is not afraid to take Jaylen Warren at pick 8. Jaylen Warren, definitely a guy that when projections come out, we could see rise quite a bit. And not surprising to see him going here in round 1 to Dave. I think that's probably getting ahead of the inevitable move when big ETR lets us all know what to do. FK Cooler, Steelers with the highest implied total on the main slate. Not loving that. Well, I mean, that dovetails perfectly with the Jaylen Warren at pick 8. But gosh, that Bengals defense. Is it wrong? Is it wrong to put the Steelers with the highest total? I don't know. Definitely the matchup we want there. Again, I don't know. I'm kind of talking myself into being scared of Metcalf. If the Odunze guy is covering him, we're not going to learn his name. But if the Odunze guy is covering him, that could be tough. That could be a little bit of tough sledding there. We will see. Terrence notes people aren't drafting Rodgers enough. Take him naked and move on. Yeah, you could do that. You could definitely take an unstacked Rodgers, especially because the tight ends alone, like he could get there just throwing to Washington, Firemuth, and Smith, and you don't have to like guess which one. So I don't mind. He's not gonna have any rushing upside, but I think we've learned that unstacked pocket passers are fine, especially when they spread the ball around, and he certainly could do that. So don't mind that. Don't mind that shout. Fantasy Dog Pat. Yeah, look at Coolers. Drop into knowledge with the implied point totals there. Any shot Trey Benson returns this week, asks Mr. Brad. I have not heard anything either way. I will say I have not heard like bullish news so far this week. So I don't want to say there's no shot. I would assume if there was a shot, we would be getting a little bit more than we've gotten. But I also think he currently has an out tag. So I don't think you can play the Q tag gamble with Benson. Yeah, he has the out. So if he never if that never improves and you take him now, you don't get a swap. In fact, I don't know if you take him now and he becomes questionable and is out, if you get a swap. That's kind of a weird edge case. I don't know how Underdog would handle that. I would imagine you would if a player goes from questionable to not, but I've also feel like I've heard the language like at the time you draft them. So I just wouldn't be taking him at this point. DJ Turner is a Cincy cornerback. There we go. I can stop calling him the Odunze guy and give him the respect he deserves. DJ Turner. If DJ Turner shuts down DK Metcalf, we could be in for trouble. Do we once again play the Purdy Q tag just for him not to play? I hope not, FK Coolers, because I'm taking a fair amount of Brock Purdy in these drafts. I like Purdy quite a bit. And he has burned me 2 weeks in a row. I mean, at least you get the swap, so it's not like the end of the world. But Woody Marks is gone. He's one of the guys I like. Let's see what the room leaves for us here. It's a pretty interesting range. The 11 and 12 have not taken a running back. So as many as 4 running backs theoretically could go off the board. So that is something to bear in mind. And Bucky Irving doesn't count because no one's actually taking him. So Dave takes Rome Odunze. That was the temptation to skip running back, was for Odunze. I think I just take DeAndre Swift. I don't want to push. I don't think I want to push running back further than that. So we'll do a Swift team. You know, Monungai is always going to be annoying. Monungai is going to get the goal line stuff, but Swift has looked very good, and Swift got the lion's share of the touches in that game. So I'll take him there. Yeah, we already see another running back go. Len Keefe takes Rashad White. J-Dubs now takes Aaron Jones, then RJ Harvey. So, you know, if we had pushed running back, we could really be up a creek. Baker goes there. So do we just take unstacked Mahomes here? I don't think we do. I think I take Cortland Sutton. No, I'm going to take unstacked Mahomes. I'm going to buy the Dipperino on this. This just feels... these ADPs are really phony. Like, I don't think his real ADP is 21, but I also don't think his real ADP is 39. That seems kind of late. A little surprised Len Keefe chose to stack Baker instead of Mahomes there, but I can't really fault him. He already had Rashad White, so he does go with the Tampa double. I wonder if Len Keefe even thought there was a chance he would end up in the position of having to choose, but I'm happy to take Mahomes there. Yeah, Methodology says good value on Patty. Yeah, I felt like it was. It is, again, it's hard drafting early in the week with the quarterbacks because you don't know, the ADPs are not accurate, but the vibe for me was that there's no way Mahomes, that's an accurate ADP for him. I think I wouldn't have minded Addison JJ there if the ADP's set up for it for FK Coolers. Yeah, I see the vision there. I think that would be fine. I would love that. I would be shocked if Worthy comes around, but you never know. You never know. I mean, he seems like he's been living out on the left side of the board over here, but I would, yeah, I don't think it's any great spoilers to say I would take Worthy at pick 58 if he was still there. But you never know. I mean, that is his ADP. His ADP is 59. I just don't trust the ADPs, and I feel like he could be getting a touch of steam as people just draw the through line of Jameson Williams, who was drafted in similar. I guess he was going in the 40s. No, even a little earlier than that. I think by the end he was going in the 30s. But just a sort of like spike week wide receiver, we haven't seen it yet that the coach is saying we should try to get them the ball. Although Andy Reid was not quite as bullish. If you listen to him talking about Worthy, it was more like, oh, it just hasn't really worked out versus like, we need this to work out. And there's definitely a little bit of subtext there. But again, late enough, paired with Mahomes would be kind of fun if we could do it. All right, don't see anything too crazy. So Dave, he does stack Allen and Shakir. Again, that makes sense. We were denied that possibility. We probably would have done it, and we got backed into the Coleman stack last draft, which definitely would not have minded Shakir. But yeah, Coleman is a way to get different, kind of fun as the draft turns around to us. Let's see what's available. Jennings going at pick 48. I like that. There at the 4-5 turn. See what's coming around to us. Some decent options, especially at quarterback. Pretty nice to be able to get Caleb or Aaron Rodgers kind of in this range. We're all assuming Jackson Dart is going to miss with this concussion. I do assume he is. I think, he's definitely been checked for, what did they say? He's been checked for concussions like 5 times. Like, this is probably not his first concussion at this point. So I I do feel like he's likely to miss this week, but you never know. If he doesn't, somebody's going to be getting a very nice discount on him. So Ingle X takes everything we love. He takes Worthy. That's fine. I hope you don't get Darnold, Ingle X, or and you end up with unstacked Cam Ward or something. But no, we don't get Worthy. A little bit of run bad there maybe, but it was a lot to expect he would come all the way back around to us there. As far as other wide receiving options, I don't think there's anything on Kansas City we can consider that is still left here. We should get somebody that we have some interest in. We do need a tight end. Neither player to my right has a tight end. Cortland Sutton got close to making it back to us. It goes all the way at pick 54. I mean, my goodness, we would have jammed that pick had that been available. Terrence, no, it's definitely not fun betting on Coleman. No, but it'll be fun if it works. It will definitely be fun if it works. I will say that. All right, what's Dave up to? Dave took the guy I wanted, which was Cade Otton. I would have absolutely podium picked Cade Otton. Oh boy, at this point, tight end is already dead, huh? This is brutal. Tight end is pretty disgusting here. The only issue is there's only one more receiver could theoretically go, and I feel like there's some options I like. So maybe I just take the tight end I want. Is it Loveland? Is it Hawkinson? Maybe it's Theo Johnson. Doesn't feel great. I'm taking Wandale because I know I panicked there, but Theo Johnson probably will be there, and I don't actually care. I think Franklin was the other guy I was interested in. I think I could have taken Franklin opposite Mahomes and say, he needs to get pushed. But I'm okay with unstacked. Fannin and Loveland are the two that go off the board. Maybe it's just Mark Andrews at this point. The Hawkinson stuff just is so meh. Yeah, Firemouth is if I want to show off some Galaxy Brain stuff. I feel like, Dawson Knox maybe. We discussed that a bit. I do think Andrews is the most live to potentially just have one of those like Mark Andrews spike weeks. It's a boring pick, but I think our team is hopefully unique enough with the Mahomes fall. So it ends up being Dowdle, Nico, Swift, Mahomes, Wandale, and Andrews. I think this team is just fine. Obviously, if we gotten Worthy, it would have been great. I'm with you, Ramsey Perry. You just can't have nice things. But GM to you, Ramsey Perry. Appreciate you coming in, hanging out. We almost got one of Worthy or Sutton. We needed one more wide receiver to come back to us, and it would have been awesome. But alas, two of those will have touchdowns: Muth or Jonnu or Andrews. Yeah, I could see that. It's just really hard betting on any of the Pittsburgh tight ends in these. Like it just feels like flipping coins. Whereas Andrews is a little annoying, but he does have those spike games. He does have those classic Mark Andrews spike games, and we know he's a big red zone target. And we think that, Baltimore should win this game. So hopefully they're scoring points, and some of it's funneling to Andrews. All right. Let's start going over some teams that have wrapped up. We got Mr. Worth, Jefferson, London, Aaron Jones, RJ Harvey, and then Loveland and McCarthy. So going McCarthy, Jones, Jefferson, kind of fun building out that Viking side of things. E. Coxer goes Trey McBride, Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, Addison, and then Caleb Tez Johnson. So I like this. Caleb going unstacked in this draft, but I think that's fine. Addison and Tez Johnson, pretty fun late round flicks there as far as late run or wide receivers you can get. Dave, what's Dave do? He goes Warren, Allen, Odunze, Shakir, and then Otten, and stays on the clock with Bucky Irving. My assumption is this is just giving himself some flexibility. Being that this is the flex, he can take a wide receiver or running back with this one. So don't mind that. Gunnar Ross, he sees, we'll skip ahead a little bit. Roman Wilson. So he knows about DJ Turner and says DK Metcalf's in trouble. Let's go to Roman Wilson. Roman Wilson scored last game. So his team ends up being Cook, Kittle, Higgins, Ted McMillan, and then Aaron Rodgers, Roman Wilson. Kind of a fun team. If the Higgins bring back on the Rodgers, Roman stuff, pretty fun there. Cook, Kittle, two of my favorite clicks this week. So shout out to you, Gunnar Ross. Like the team a lot that you built. Mathology, what'd you do? Bijan, Kyron, MHJ, QJ, Brissett, and Theo. A lot of people doing Brissett, MHJ. A lot of sharp people doing this. So something I should be considering more. Just have not lined up to get MHJ, so haven't really got Brissett. And the team that I have McBride, I felt like I liked the other QB option. I ended up going to better. But interesting stuff. Does take Theo Johnson as the next tight end off after I took Andrews, the only tight end. No tight ends between us drafting there. Tubins, what did he do? Puka, Devontae. So goes for the double stack and brings Stafford in. So the Devontae, Puka double. Vidal, Kyron, and Brenton Strange. I love Brenton Strange. I assume he's not playing this week, but his practice window was open, so keep an eye on that. I do expect him to be involved when back and healthy. Worst case scenario, he's on the clock and just gets his next tight end up. Best case scenario, he gets a 3% owned Brenton Strange plan. So not too bad there. Mike, going for the Guillotine League. You're going hard on Fab this week. Bowers and Henry available. I don't know. I have not looked at the Guillotine. I saw Mathology was chopped in the one I'm in. Mathology, I'm sorry. This was Pete's Deposit Kingdom one. But yeah, haven't looked too much, Mike. But I do have Mark Andrews in that league. So I don't know. I'm okay, but obviously Bowers could be a big upgrade. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think there were any good running backs on the chopping block. The Gale, we're due for the seasonal Isaiah Likely Nuke game. Well, I hope it's not this week because I have Mark Andrews in a few spots. But we are due. We are definitely due for it. Is Roman Wilson the easiest lock of all time? It's not an easy lock. It's not easy, Hartman, but I see the vision. He scored a touchdown last week. We're now all afraid of DJ Turner. Could be Roman Wilson week. I will have some Roman Wilson. I will tell you that. I will get to him in some things. I think Rodgers Wilson is kind of a fun way to end it. I think it's possible it ends up being not as rare as folks think. But yeah, like this Wood Doggy team ending with Sutton Nix. Kelsey Sutton Nix. That's nice. Too bad DK Metcalf is scoring 0 points this week. But I do think that's a pretty sweet team he built, to be honest, with Chase and Metcalf, and then going with this game stack of Kelsey, Sutton, and Nix. So I don't know Wood Doggy, but I do like their team here. But everyone, this was super fun. If you can, drop a like, drop a sub to Pat's channel. Pat, truly one of the good ones, especially come best ball season. You'll want to be tuned into his stuff. But everyone, I will be back tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Same great stream, same great time. I have something that could come up actually tomorrow, so we'll see. I am 90% sure I'm in, but I will announce. I'll put something out if I can't stream. But I'm planning to stream tomorrow, but just something maybe coming up on the home front, but we'll see. But everyone, I appreciate y'all so much. I will see you all soon. Take care, everyone.